we're going to talk about taking advantage of turnovers. If you guys weren't watching, Nick Bosa and Quan Alexander both forced fumbles.
They did, and we couldn't go on them.
The technique
punched that right
out. Was that not the best technique you've seen?
That was beautiful,
bro. What
they call it, the peanut punch? They call it the peanut punch,
bro. Right? That was so beautiful. I lost my mind when I seen that. Even though we didn't recover it, that's the type of stuff that we want to see from our players, is forcing turnovers. We just have to be there to jump on the ball. Because I wanted to, we're going to talk about the bad today, but I just wanted to get into some of the positives, right? Seeing that Quan Alexander is by himself, there's nobody around, and instead of going like Fred Warner did, Fred was trying to kill everybody yesterday and missed 3 tackles, right? It had a tackle for loss against Kenyon Drake and just fell flat on his face because Kenyon Drake spun out of his way. Quan assessed the play. He said, we're going to try to get a turnover right now. He punches the ball out. Same thing with Bosa, right? I think that is some good things that we could look at, because in other games, there's going to be guys around and we're going to recover those balls. And those were game-changing plays, right? I want to hear from you guys, in whatever order. I don't care, bro. This is a round table, right?
Jay, no, you're good. You're first. I went first last time.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that everything that you just said speaks to how close the 49ers were to winning this game and how all this stuff is fixable. A bounce here, a bounce there, all of a sudden. This is guys, like this show, like yesterday, my reaction to the game was very real, was the way that I felt in that moment. But I think we all just need to sit back a little bit, and now that we have time to sleep on it and learn, a lot from what we saw, the 49ers were close in this game. They shot themselves in the foot. The 49ers, like we said yesterday, beat themselves more than the Cardinals beat them. It's just facts. That's it, guys. And the thing is, all of this stuff is fixable. It's going to be fine. Do not – listen, don't start talking about Nick Mullins. Don't start talking about Antonio Brown. Don't start talking about Des Bryant. Don't start talking about –
hold on. We can talk about AB.
But he has to get signed before he can start the suspension. So it's not like he just lost his first game and he's got 7 left.
Yeah, that's true.
So the thing is, guys, everything is okay. Okay? This felt like the 49ers. Remember the Denver preseason game? We talked about it. Remember, everybody was like, oh my God, look at this. Looked like a team that was working through its issues that they should have been working through in preseason. It just so happened that this was regular season game 1 and not preseason game 3. The dress rehearsal. So, guys, there's so many things, little things that when you watch, if they go the other way, the 49ers win this game. Now, there are things that can't be fixed sometimes. Then we'll get to that later on down the line. But most of what happened yesterday can be fixed, for sure.
Right. Hold on, Tone. Rome. So you got into a spat with Jason last night. We spared you, right? Bro, please do not come in our chat being disrespectful to one of our commentators. Jason has. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can't.
Tony, can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah.
Tony can hear me, bro. All right.
Better?
Rome. I can hear you.
Right. We hear you.
We hear you. Yeah.
I can't hear you guys now. I don't know what happened.
Hop out.
Let me leave real quick. I'll pop back in.
Let me leave.
I'll pop right back in.
Hey, Rome, I just want to address it, bro. Yesterday, we did not call you out of your name. We didn't do any of that. We addressed your comments. You called Jason a clown, and you went into a cussing escapade, right? We just don't get down like that, bro. We appreciate you being here with us and supporting what we do here at Niners All Day, because without any of you guys, this is not possible, right? But please just don't disrespect one of our co-hosts.
Oh, that's like I get. You know what? Let me take the high road. I apologize. I shouldn't be talking to anybody like that. Apologies.
All right. We're gonna move on. Tony, let's talk about those 2 turnovers, bro, and how it's actually a positive to see that we were going for the turnovers. They just didn't bounce in our way last night.
It's very positive, and like you guys said, there are fixable problems, but I just feel, and I'm going to say it again, this was week 1 of the preseason for this team, and that's
it. That's it, bro.
That's it. And like, it's tough when you don't have a preseason, even though they say, "Oh, it's bowl." The starters don't play. No.
We need that.
You're still in the game atmosphere. You come out for the first 2-3 series. You're still getting reps as a unit. Like, I just feel that. And another thing, I said this to Mike on the phone earlier. How bad was it to face a team like that coming out at week 1, with no preseason, anything like that, going up a complex offense like that, and it's just kind of like, even though they had all this time to prep, but really, how much time did they have to prep? They had 18 days, and it was part of the 18 days you weren't even allowed to put helmets and shoulder pads on.
Right. That's another good point, man. It's like, how ready was this team as far as like game speed? Like the Steelers, they've been hitting all camp. I expect them to come out in 2 hours and blow the doors off the Giants, not because they're better than them, but they're going to be prepared, man.
Yeah. Like each coach has his own philosophy. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with it. We got to push this game behind us. We're only team in the division with no win, so it is what it is. Now we just got to go forward, focus, and go forward. But I don't know, man. It just sucks. We had this game.
I want to pull like there's a quick caveat. People have to realize last year our offense didn't start clicking until game 5.
Yeah,
people forget. We beat the Bucks because we got 2 pick sixes and we pulled away 17 points.
Correct.
We weren't like killing him. Jimmy had 169 and a touchdown and an interception. Game 2, we had 5 turnovers. Tony, you were at that game, bro. You were physically at that game. How horrible was our offense?
I was going.
You were there.
Let me tell you something. I almost got in a fight with people up in those stands over that game.
Even the 49ers.
That they don't deserve.
Tone got into an argument with Mike and Nick.
Yeah. Like that, I flat out said, there's no way in hell they're winning this game. They don't deserve to win this game. They should be blown out by 42-3 right now.
Right.
Well, if Ben Roethlisberger was there,
then the following week after,
he was out. They had Randolph.
The following week after, bro, against the Browns, we only scored. What did we score against the Browns? It was 20-3. It's not like our offense was a juggernaut yet.
No.
But this offense takes some time to digest, so I just wanted to get into that.
And especially now with no preseason games. You're talking about them like, remember, week 1, you're not going to be playing anybody in preseason. Week 2, you'll probably let the offense take one or two series. Week 3, you're going to give your that's the dress rehearsal. You'll give your starters the entire half. And then week 4, everybody rests. Even then, last year, the 49ers came out flat. And still, but again, remember, look, last year, our wide receivers starting were
the same ones now.
Goodwin.
Goodwin played in week 1. I was in Tampa. Goodwin played. Pettis didn't play. Pettis barely played. Goodwin played. Debo didn't even really play. Debo fumbled in that game. There was a lot. There's a lot to, look, first of all, they didn't really have the personnel groupings, right? Like, it took Debo Samuel about a half a year before he finally figured out
game 8 against the Cardinals.
Correct.
Game 8, week 8.
Right.
He went off.
Right.
He had 131.
So it's hard to watch, them shoot themselves in the foot, but then just start to look at it through the lens of, man, everybody needs reps. Everybody needs reps. Nobody just shows up one day. Tom Brady looked awful yesterday. Drew Brees looked awful yesterday. Those are your GOATs. Do you want to replace them? Is it doom and gloom for them? But they have a larger track record. Hey, that's why you're allowing it to go on.
Both of those quarterbacks did not look overly great yesterday. Drew Brees, his stats look just like Jimmy G's, except he had one more touchdown. Tom Brady was 2 for 2, 200, and he threw a pick 6. Tom Brady has thrown a pick 6 in his last 3 games that he's played, right? Yeah. Including the playoffs last year. So that was
Trey. The chat popping though. Somebody donated.
Oh man, I definitely appreciate the donation. I
probably think it was Mark Espinoza. I think.
Yeah, I didn't like what I seen because I didn't read it.
I'm in the chat now. Shout out to the chat. Hi everybody that's saying hi to me. This is cool.
Hey Mark, we appreciate it, but we never said Jimmy was elite, but he's a damn good quarterback. But we're gonna get into Jimmy a little bit later. Mark, I'm sorry, bro. I definitely appreciate you for donating. Like I said, without you guys.
Just real quick, as bad as we played, we still had that opportunity to win.
Exactly.
And I just feel like, my personal opinion, I didn't get the chance to rewatch it because I was with the kids today. But my personal opinion, I think Kyle has to take some of the blame for this. I really do. And I mean, Jimmy was playing poor, but the looks that Kyle came out with.
Let's rephrase that. Jimmy played poor in the second half. The first half was immaculate. He was 9-12, 153, 1 touchdown.
Correct, and that's when Kyle started to get cute.
Right.
That's where he started doing his like weird things. But I mean, listen, it is. Oh my God, the Mets finally got sold. Sorry.
A-Rod.
No,
Steve Cohen.
Oh,
okay. Finally it went through. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the Mets up. But,
no, it's all good, bro.
What was I saying? Yeah, I honestly think like Jimmy wasn't comfortable. Like I feel like Kyle was bouncing him in between packages, like the shotgun 2 running backs, then go to the I formation, run the ball, play action, blah blah blah.
Yeah, like
and
come on, Kyle.
It just wasn't. He wasn't getting in that rhythm. And there was a point in the first quarter, in the first half, I called Mike. I said, listen, Kyle's starting to get in the zone, and that's when they were moving the ball. Like Kyle was specifically going after that rookie, Simmons.
Right.
He said, screw it. You want to be Mr. Big? Let's see how you play versus the big. Exactly. He went right at him, and that was it. And then all of a sudden, it just became like, what's going on? Like he revved out of the gate, scored, got up 10-0, and then he pulls it back.
Right. Yeah.
No, man, you got to go for the jugular. You got to go. Keep going.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, and I think that's a pitfall of Kyle, man. Like he's like I watch the film and I get blown away and I have a blast watching it. And then sometimes he just gets completely conservative and maybe he's overthinking it. Maybe it's he's a victim of his own genius. It's baffling because I don't even have an answer.
Jason, you just said it.
I think he was just trying to do whatever he could to get out of this game. He tried to mix everything up.
Victim of his own.
Correct.
Yes.
To keep Arizona off guard. I think he was trying everything. And exactly. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's take it back to the Super Bowl. That same play that Mostert ran, I think 2 or 3 times, where they're both in the shotgun. Juice goes
Tony,
this way.
No, please don't, Tony. Don't. Please.
No. Juice goes that way, and then he had. Well, I won't say nothing then.
All right, no, go ahead, bro.
They run that long sweep coming across the formation. He's not that running back to do that.
No, he's not.
A downhill one-cut runner. If you remember the Super Bowl, who ran that play? Tevin Coleman.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Tevin Coleman, man, for also, playing as little as he did with the sickles. And he looked good, man. He looked good, man. So
I wouldn't allowed him to play personally. I would have told him.
And especially when you have McKinnon, you have Mostert, and you have Jeff Wilson, who you obviously trust. I just would have said, you know what, Coleman, I would have had him sit for the game, and I would have rather brought up somebody else, right? Like a wide receiver. Where we could have had, Kevin White out there. We could have had anybody.
Man, shout out we got another contributions, man. You guys are on fire right now. We appreciate you guys. Why do we make adjustments when we don't have to and don't make them when we should?
Ryan, that's the question. That's the $1 million question. And I don't know if I have an answer for that. I really don't, Ryan.
I don't.
I don't
have an answer for it.
That's
you got to ask Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, it's him and Salah, though. Remember, we talked about it yesterday. If DeAndre Hopkins is killing you and no one else is doing anything, shade someone over to his side.
Yeah. David.
Kevin White.
Hey, no, David said Dre be vaping like a dragon. Yes, bro. I'm a vapor, bro. I smoked cigarettes for a long time, and my honey, she has lung problems. She is actually at risk when it comes to this COVID thing.
Oh shit.
And this literally saves our relationship. So yes, she told me I had to stop smoking.
I see something in the chat too that's actually really interesting. And can you pull it up from Aaron Garcia? He says that Sherman should have followed Hopkins every.
He followed him the first 2 quarters.
They did it.
And Hopkins had two receptions for. I think he had 3 receptions for 23 yards.
They went to a man. They played man.
Right.
They played true press man. And that is what Tony Oden, the new defensive back coach, is specialized in.
Hi, Joe Woods. We want you back. We miss you.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Listen, no.
Robert Saleh changed that up.
I met Joe Woods. Great dude. Took a picture of him and all. Great guy. And he did what he did his thing with that secondary last year. But now with all these speedy receivers, they got to play man. They got to be physical off the line. Because in my opinion, what I said on the preview show 2 days ago, was if I was Arizona, I'm putting Kirk on Sherman all day and letting him run because Sherman couldn't keep up with him.
Well, all Kirk did was one defensive pass interference, I think a deep shot or whatever. That was it.
Exactly, and that would have been Sherman. If they attacked
Hold on.
Now what?
Lewis, what are you talking about, bro? So three receptions for 22 yards is getting posterized. Lewis, stop it. Will you? All right, we're gonna move on, bro. That's what pisses me off. That's what pisses me off. Okay, so Ricky B, man, we appreciate you, bro. Look at you. You getting your swole on, man. Okay. Let's not throw Jimmy to the wolves after a bad game, the start of the season. If we lose to the Jets, then we're in serious trouble. Gold-blooded empire. Most definitely, man.